The art of smoking brisket. Welcome back to my channel. I'm the Smoking Beard, here with another tutorial on how to smoke a brisket. In this video, I'll take you step by step from selecting to slicing and share the methods I use to smoke my briskets. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with the latest and greatest content. Your support means the world and it helps me continue creating videos like this. Now let's get into this. Selecting the brisket. Believe it or not, smoking brisket starts at the meat market. Here are the key factors to consider. The decal fat removal. Look for a brisket with the decal fat removed. Decal fat is a mix of hard fat and cartilage that doesn't render during cooking. Choosing a brisket with this trimmed off saves time at home. The next thing to look for is pliability. Check for the brisket's flexibility. A brisket that bends easily usually has a higher meat to fat ratio. Another thing to look for is marbling. More marbling ensures the fat renders during the cook, keeping your brisket moist and tender. Uniformity. Choose a brisket with consistent thickness from end to end. Avoid the ones that taper off at the end. They usually cook unevenly. Now let's look at my methods on seasoning the brisket. This is what you'll need. Your favorite rub. I use Rudy's rub. I have a link in the description below if you're interested. You're going to need gloves, a knife, and a meat lug to hold the seasoned brisket while it marinates. First step, apply a generous coat of seasoning on the fat side of the brisket, ensuring you cover all sides. Then you want to flip the brisket over and apply an even heavier coat of seasoning on the meat side. Once seasoned, let the brisket marinate overnight in the refrigerator to allow the flavors to set. Now let's get our smoker set up. An often overlooked but crucial step in setting up your smoker is the water pan. This maintains a proper moisture level inside your smoker to prevent the brisket from drying out. Here are my steps. I start with a mix of wood and lump charcoal for maximum smoke. I will use charcoal briquettes to refill the hopper to maintain a consistent heat source. You want to light the smoker and let it heat up before placing your brisket in your smoker. Now let's talk a little bit about fire management. I use the Thermoworks signals and Billows setup as my go-to fire management system. I use a signals thermometer with the Billows fan to regulate my smoker's temperature. The ambient temperature probe monitors the internal temperature and the fan adjusts airflow as needed to maintain your desired heat level. There's a link in the description for these tools if interested. Now it's time to smoke your brisket. Place your brisket on the grate, fat side up. Smoke your brisket at 225 degrees, or you can go as high as 250 for a low and slow smoke. I prefer 225. Smoking low and slow softens the tough brisket fibers, making them melt like butter. Once your brisket hits an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit, pull out your brisket and use the foil boat method. Lay the brisket on 2 sheets of heavy-duty aluminum foil, fat side up, and crinkle the sides to create a makeshift boat. This traps juices and keeps the brisket moist, especially the leaner parts. Continue smoking until the brisket's internal temperature reaches 195 to 205 degrees Fahrenheit. The higher you go, the more likely it will come out super tender. At 195 is the perfect slicing brisket. Once the brisket hits your desired temperature, remove the brisket, wrap it in foil, and let it rest in the cooler for 2 hours before slicing. Before slicing the brisket, make sure your knife is as sharp as possible. I am using my 5-sided knife sharpener to sharpen my knife. I found that the 15-degree angle works pretty good for slicing up meats. Check out my description to get your hands on your very own. Make a large slice down the center to separate the flat, which is the lean part, and the point, which is your round part. Slice the flat against the grain for optimal tenderness. A brisket slicing knife like the one I'm using makes this task easier. You may encounter your brisket being too tender that it falls apart on you. I overstepped a little and let my brisket hit 202 degrees Fahrenheit before pulling it out. Leaving it in that long and using the foil method contributed to my brisket being very tender, even on the lean parts. The part of the brisket falling apart finished smoking on the bottom of the foil boat and became really tender. If this happens to you, try your best to keep it intact. Hey, worst case scenario, slice that part off and deal with it separately. Any parts of the brisket that are too tender and are falling apart can always be used as chopped brisket or brisket queso. Coincidentally, brisket queso is the next video that I'm working on. For the point, trim the edges and slice them into cubes, also known as burnt ends. Slice the rest into manageable sections, though it might fall apart on you due to its tenderness. And that's it. From selecting to slicing, you now have a game plan to smoke your first or your next brisket. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel. Remember, ordering through the provided links supports my channel and allows me to bring you more great content like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.